what are you up to these days? Are you in school right now?
I'm in school.
We want to go through our first 9 months and show her basically where she would probably fall as far as fetal development, and show her the course that her pregnancy will take so that she can really connect with that baby with real fetal pictures, so that she can see, wow, at 8 weeks, this is what's going on. This is how big my baby is. This is what they look like. You know, their heart's been beating for so many weeks, and she can see when she reaches 10 weeks, and she's able to take that book with her if she wants to, so that each week she can read the process that her baby's in and the process that her body's in.
We'll talk a lot about policy on the program today, but most important, lives touch the work of the resource centers. Seniors when they discovered that Ahna was pregnant. They sought assistance at the Pregnancy Care Center in Springfield, Missouri, and the center helped them turn their difficult time into a much welcomed blessing. Today, Garrett and Ahna Roney are married and the proud parents of 2 young children, and they join me to tell their story. Welcome, Garrett, Ahna, welcome. And this is Evan and Emma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. How are you? Good. Well, tell us about your encounter with the Pregnancy Resource Center.
Well, Garrett and I, we met at a holiday get-together. Some friends set us up, and Garrett had lived in Cassville, and I lived in Springfield, so Garrett would drive up every other weekend, and then it turned into every weekend, and then several times a week, and we just kept seeing each other, and we started caring more about each other, and we got to a point in our relationship where we thought that I could possibly be pregnant. And I had been talking with a girl I went to high school with, and she said that I should go to the Pregnancy Care Center because she had been there and we could get a test and find out if I was or not. And so Garrett and I, we called and we made an appointment, and we just kept thinking, we have no idea what we're going to do if they don't welcome us, and we don't feel loved and cared for there. We're not sure what decision we're going to make. And so we called and we had made an appointment, and we went in and found out that I was pregnant, and just a million different things, going through our minds of, how we were going to be 17 and be parents, and how we were going to graduate high school, and how we were going to tell our parents and our friends and our family. And we just felt like the Pregnancy Care Center were the only people that were, there for us at that time, and we had no idea what we were going to do, and they just completely supported us, and they offered us mentoring classes and parenting classes, and we decided we were going to get married, and they offered us marriage classes, and they helped us with diapers and clothes, and they were just constantly giving to us and helping us and investing in our lives, and it's just been a blessing.
Well, Garrett, let me ask you, what were the first thoughts that went through your mind when you found out that Ahna was pregnant?
Things are going to change. My life, basically, everything that I had planned on doing or trying to do with my life, I knew that they were all going to change, and regardless of, at that point, I was confused. I didn't know what, I had never even, changed a baby's diaper before, and so it was totally new to me. So
looks like you've had a little practice now.
Yeah, probably a couple thousand. So, but yeah, it was a big change in our lives, and but we're just so thankful for what we're able to do, what we're able to accomplish, and the Pregnancy Care Center.
Well, let me ask you about that, because a lot of times when people consider the work of the Pregnancy Resource Centers, they would think of maybe Ahna and a young girl, but they don't think about the role that the PRCs play with the fathers.
Yeah.
How did that help you through this process?
Well, it was a huge step for me, turning into a 17-year-old high school boy to a father. And yeah, I think they have their own fatherhood program there. It's called Fatherhood 365, and it's dedicated for fathers, teaching dads what they need to know to be able to be a good father. And we've heard so much about how important a father's role is in a family, and that's one of the core values is trying to get the fathers to be there. But yeah, I think the father, that's just as important as the mothers are. That first step into making that decision to keep the baby, and then the fathers need to be there to be able to support their family.
Well, Ahna, let me ask you this: as you've made that choice to be a mother, what's that experience been like for you?
I love being a mother. Emma, she's at the age of 2. She's kind of ornery, but she's just a joy to watch her learn, and the stuff she says is hilarious. She just says the hilarious things, and it's just been fun. And
it's cheap entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah.
What would you say to a young girl, I mean, like yourself, 17 years old, made a bad decision and has found out that she's pregnant, and now she's confronted with another decision as to what to do? What would you recommend to her?
Well, I know at that time, like, it seems, like impossible to get through the situation, but things do get better. You can make better choices from here on out, and if you just choose to do so, I mean, things will get better for you in your life if you just decide to do that.
And your experiences with the PRC, with the Pregnancy Resource Centers, is that something that you would recommend that other people search out to help them work through this process?
Definitely. It seems like, so often that, the pregnancy care centers are overlooked, and I mean, they've helped, our family and our life, and, there's so many lives that they've saved, so many babies and so many marriages and families that they've helped, that it would definitely be a place for people to go to.
Garrett, I'm going to give you the last word. What would you say to those young men out there that obviously this is, as you pointed out, a life-changing experience? What would you suggest they do?
They need to, if they think they're man enough to do the process of making a baby, they need to man up and be a father. And that's more mature than, actually the process. Just to know that, if you want good things for your family, you need to be there for them.
Garrett and Ahna, thank you so much for sharing your story and sharing your two little ones with us this morning. We appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Thank you.